Good morning. We're having some tea today. It is traditional medicinals, organic spearmint. It's one of my favorite lately. A friend of mine at work turned me onto it, and I've been kind of obsessed with it ever since. Shenanigans is what's happening in my house right now. Kittens. No, get down. Ooh. And I spilled the tea. Spilled the tea. Kitten. Please. I know you're a kitten. Not a good time. Life is full of messes. All right, let's get this cleaned up. Anyway, made some tea. Well, I guess we'll spill some tea of another kind. I don't really have, usually I make some notes about what I want to say. Today we're gonna wing it. And so it's been kind of a rough past week. I had an interview last week that I thought was gonna go somewhere, and it turned out it didn't. So that happens, and it's not the first time it's happened, and it probably won't be the last. So I have to figure out how to regroup. And so I did like a flurry of applications last night to try to move some other things forward, and who knows if it'll work. But this is the first week, it's really the first week that I haven't had, like, I don't have any job things going on, any prospects really. And so that's hard. And just trying to keep your spirits up when that's happening is rough, especially, I don't know, everyone in the house is busy. The kid is in her final weeks of her senior year. My partner's super busy at work all the time, and I was always super busy at work. And so now it just feels so much different, and I'm having a hard time with it, and that's okay. I mean, welcome to Kitten Central. He is 6 months old, and he is crazy, and he's supposed to be at 6 months old, right? Let's talk about the kitten a little bit. So if you saw a recent video, not about work, I talked about losing my cat, Pete. This is Sai. Sai is new to us. We also have Blair. She's 8. And I'm sorry, he's just going to keep playing. I'm going to try to ignore it and just press on. But he's so cute, and he shouldn't be in the window blinds. When I first got laid off, I remember a couple of days in, and I was standing in my closet trying to figure out what I was going to wear or getting clothes out of the dresser, and I thought, well, I lost my job, and that's okay. Like, we'll figure that part out. At least no one died. No one has died. This is not, like, this is a life-altering thing, but it's not that bad. It could be worse. And then 2 weeks later, my cat died. So I'm just like, what is going on? And then my dad's best friend died. So it's just, what is going on with this year? I don't know. There's been a lot of layoffs. Like, Spirit Airlines just laid off 17,000 people. Oracle laid off, what, 30,000 people? Like, what are we all going to do? We have to figure out something new. So, what are those new things? What are they? I think everybody who goes through a layoff and loses a job, maybe we all go through kind of the same journey. I was talking to someone who got laid off like a year before me, and she laughed and said, you're doing all the things that I did, which was, sell things on Facebook Marketplace. And I had this idea even before I got laid off that if I were to do something like that, that I would want to thrift all natural fibers and resell those, because that's always what I'm looking for when I'm thrifting, like quality pieces that I can use for a really long time, and I'm not so much the trend follower. Oh, the kitten is so cute. He's laying on his cat tree. So let's talk about my cats. Pete I had for 15 years, and there was a point, he was about, I want to say he was like 2, and when I was going through my divorce, and he got out. That is a really long story, which we don't have to go into, but he was lost for 2 weeks. And it was actually 2.5 weeks, and that was a really rough time. I just remember thinking I can handle a lot, but selling my house, getting divorced, trying to find a new place to live, and losing that little guy who was just like so close to my heart, that was it. That was all I could handle. And I remember saying, like, just being like, please, I can't take anything else. And we got him back, like, I think the next morning, actually. So, they say it's always darkest before the dawn. That I do believe that, and I do believe there's good things to come. I really do. I found that last job that I had. I'll find another, and it will be okay. It's just hard right now because I don't know. And I don't like not having any control over any of it, and I don't. When you're interviewing, you don't know. You don't know what the other person is thinking, and it's hard to kind of tailor. There's like a fine line of like trying to tailor what you're saying to what they need, but also being true to yourself. And the feedback that I've gotten so far, it seems like, is that I have too many skills for the jobs that I'm applying for. So where do we go from here? So this week I'll focus on more applications and trying to narrow down ones that are better suited to my whole skill set and not just a portion of it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the trick. Is there a trick? I don't know. I just want to be useful. That's the whole thing, right? Is I'm here, I have skills, I think I'm pretty smart, and I want to be useful. It's hard to be useful when you don't get a chance to be useful. And, well, moving forward, I don't know how I'll try to incorporate all that stuff, because it feels like I'm getting messages, but they're kind of mixed sometimes. It's like you want to have a lot of skills, but not too many. Don't talk too much, but talk enough. And it's like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? And now the other cat has decided to walk in front of the camera. I don't know if you could see that or not, but this is my life. My little coworkers. I love them. They're the best. Meanwhile, I suppose I'll try to set up a Depop, because that's what my kid told me to do. And my mom gave me a mannequin that I can put stuff on to take pictures. So I guess I'll do that this week too. So yeah, that, and I have some video games that I haven't played that I would love to play, but I kind of feel weird about playing them. I don't know, it's like, do you ever feel like you can't do something because it's a school night or a work night? I always feel like I can't do that. It's a school night. And like, I can't do that. It's the middle of the day. I should be doing productive things. I do have some productive things that I need to do around the house too. I have a ton of journals to be used, And I've been trying to clean out the closet, and I have all the journals in a plastic bin underneath the bed. And I'm thinking I want to put them on some bookcases that we have. Well, they're kind of bookcases on the landing of our stairs, of our stairway. So we'll look at that. I worked on my spice cabinet a little bit last week. We want to build one in the wall, but we haven't made that plan yet. And also, it's like, now that I have time, I don't have the money to invest in stuff around the house. So it's just a fine line we all walk, isn't it? I always thought you have time, you either have time or you have money. You rarely ever have both. It's kind of a weird start to the week. I thought I would take a quick walk, put my shoes on. Not the shoes I would usually wear, but they're the ones that are down here, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna close the door. Oh gosh, there's lots of packages. The kids been shopping. Actually, this one, there's one for us too. Yay! It's actually a record of the person who Cy was named after, Cy Oliver, which I didn't know until I had had lunch with my friend, and she was like, "Oh, is he named for somebody?" And I said the whole litter was named for people in Lenny Kravitz's orbit. So, and I had to look it up, but Lenny Kravitz's dad's name is Cy, S-Y. So, and she said, yeah, he's named for Cy Oliver, who was a jazz musician. So we found some vinyl and we got it. So that's so cute. You know what? I need to also do some gardening, which I'm not good at. So we're just gonna take a quick walk. I don't have anything on the books this week, job related, except for applications. So this is really the first week that I've had nothing on the books, like no prospects. And I'm like, on one hand, I feel like I should be panicking about that, but on the other hand, there's really nothing I can do about it except continue the process. And that's what I'm working on today. But it's about 1 o'clock and I haven't been able to focus on it yet. I think I'm gonna do it this afternoon. Just kind of bang some out, give it some thought, think about, there are some jobs that came up that I'm interested in. I seem really excited about, but I've been there before. So I don't know, it's hard. Today is really hard. I thought maybe I'd come and sit on this bench for a bit. It's actually really nice out today. I'm wearing pants and a sweater, but they're kind of light, and it's weird because my pants are really tight, but I bought them in a pack of 2 with another pair, and the other pair are pretty loose and they're the same size, and that's so weird, but that's what you get when you get leggings from Aldi, I guess. What do you do? I'm not one to complain at the moment, except maybe if I keep on my protein game, these pants won't be too tight anymore. Although I guess that means the other ones will be too loose. You can't win, people. You really can't win. So let's see, job stuff. Yeah, just trying to navigate the waters that I've never been in before. If you're in this situation, let me know how it's going. I would love to know. I think some people who I got laid off with have found new jobs, and that's awesome. I'm so happy for them. I've been trying really hard. I'm not used to not being useful. Oh, this is just new territory for me. And I know a lot of people who have been laid off multiple times, and that really sucks. And if that is you, I'm so sorry, because these times, it's just not fun. I'm just trying to keep myself on the right path, whatever that may be, and keep my head right. So I've been thinking a lot about just the power of rest and kind of just getting your head right when you're going through some stuff. There's a book called Wintering that I was thinking about reading But I think it's a little too heavy for me for right now. I'm feeling kind of heavy as it is, and stuff that I read that has heavier topics tends to affect me a lot and for a while. And I don't think I can do that to myself right now. It's about a lady, I think it's about a lady who, she has some medical issues and something happens to her husband. I don't know if he dies or if he loses this job. I think he might die. And her son is going through some stuff too. And I guess it's about how she deals with it. It's really about the power of rest and recuperating during hard times. I think it would be a worthwhile read, but I'm not sure I can handle it right now. Just kind of heavy topic. And while I'm in the thick of it, is a hard time to compound it with more heavy stuff. As for the job search, I am going back to the drawing board, really. I am applying for stuff that looks interesting, but I'm still trying to be selective about what I'm applying for and how it fits into the scheme of my goals for my life. But sometimes it's hard to take those goals into account when you're kind of flailing about. Not exactly flailing about, but it feels like it. And I think the crux of it is that losing my job took away my control. We have zero control over being hired. And you can do your best. And that's all you can do, really. One of my former coworkers reminded me, often there's one spot and like 100 people are applying for it. And well, I guess the odds are against you on that one. So we keep going. And if you're not applying, you're not gonna get anything, right? So we have to keep moving. And I guess I'm just gonna have to walk through this one because I don't really have any answers. This might be one of the lower points that I've felt during this process. And I don't know. I'm not sure how to get past it except for keep going, one foot in front of the other. Okay, I think I'm going to continue my little walk, and I don't know that I have much else to say except get that protein in. I'm going to cook some chicken later. I had some salmon for lunch. Did not have any breakfast. I'm not feeling it. It's so weird because I have not been very great on my health journey lately in the past couple of weeks. And the pollen is terrible out here. And so I haven't been very great on my health journey. I mean, let's really talk about what that means, though, because I haven't been terrible. I just haven't been 100% in. And, you know, I have to give myself some leeway there right now. But also I can stop bringing home the potato chips from the store. Ugh. Brings a show called Blackish, if you've seen it. The main character guy who works at I think it's an advertising agency. He has a coworker who people are always joking about his work ethic because it seems like he's just always goofing off. And I think it's Anthony Anderson. Is that his name? Is the main character, one of the main characters on that show. He talks about how that guy is always at work, even though he might be playing table tennis or having lunch with somebody or taking clients out. He is constantly thinking and working on things in his head. And I feel like that is so valid. I identify with that a lot because your body might not look like it's working on something, but your mind is. And I feel like that's where I am right now. There's just a lot of loss lately. It was within 2 weeks of me losing my job that my cat died. And he was 15, so it wasn't, I guess, I guess it wasn't that surprising, but also he did not look old. He acted very young, and it was very traumatic for me. And I also felt like I didn't have the time and space to mourn him the way I would have if everything else in my life hadn't been chaotic. But maybe that was why it happened when it happened, so that I wasn't so lost in my grief about losing him. And I don't like it when people say, oh, it was just a cat, because that boy was so much more than just a cat. He got me through some really hard times, and he was just so sweet and so cuddly, and he was just like my little best friend for a long time. For a while it was just me and Pete, and then we got a bigger family, so that's just how things happen. I'm trying to focus on the good stuff that is happening right now, so let's talk about that a little bit. So we have our little kitty Sai that has joined our family, and I figured it was a good time to do that, to have him join us, because I have a little more time to devote to acclimating him to our house, and to Blair, who's 8, and she's not the friendliest sort in the first place, but they're doing pretty good now. He is very sweet. So there's him. My mom's visiting this weekend, and that'll be lovely. And I've gotten to spend some time with family, and more time with James and Mina, and I feel like I've gotten some rest. No, I'm not a napping person, and it seems like when things aren't going great in this job search, that's when I've been like, okay, I'm just gonna rest. So that's what I did yesterday when we got back from being out of town. Just kind of rested that night. And today I did some stuff this morning and filmed a little bit. I made some lunch. I did not have any breakfast. I haven't been doing very great on that. It's either like too much or not enough, and I need to get back on my health goals, make sure that doesn't get out of hand. And I think that's really all that's going on right now. I mean, just managing how much I'm feeling and how hard things are. And trying to see the good. Really trying. Sometimes James has to help me, and he keeps reminding me of all the good stuff too. So it's really nice to have a partner who is supportive and keeps reminding you that good things are coming. So just keep thinking that and do the work to get there. Gotta do the work to get there. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. So let's keep at it. If you're reading something good, let me know what it is. If you're watching something fun, let me know what it is. I'm reading, it's a retelling basically of JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, and they get a happy ending. So I'm kind of making my way through that. That's the one that I'm reading on my e-reader when I wake up in the middle of the night, or wake up early, or in the mornings when I'm having my coffee with the cats. Okay, let me know what you're up to, and we'll move forward together. Have a great day, everybody. Okay, it is the next day, and I feel better today. I took yesterday just to be quiet and reflect on life, kind of have a better game plan for this week. I have some stuff that needs to be done, of course, but also I kind of got an idea to look into training programs as part of the unemployment process. So I'm going to look into that and see if there is anything that's free or low cost, or if there's something that I want to learn to maybe switch up or add to the industries that I can look at. So there's that, and I'm gonna reach out to a couple of recruiters that I know and someone who I put in an application for a freelance thing, and I actually know somebody who works at that company. So I'm gonna reach out to that person. So coming up with some ways to move forward even when things look tough. So you just gotta regroup and put on your face and do all the stuff. And I'm gonna go run a couple of errands, and then I did some stuff in the kitchen this morning, and I'm gonna drop off some recycling. I have some other stuff going, and I still have not done my video editing, but I'm gonna get there. And well, that's what we're doing right now, and I got a meal plan. Okay, talk to you soon.